It's different. Football. It's been 21 months, so it's kind of nice to be back and see some familiar faces again. But
Steve,
Brooks, really good outing for you tonight. What was working for you, and how confident are you right now?
We've only used my fastball slider really so far, but fastball is going to be pretty good consistently. Got to get back down on my slider some, but very confident in everything I have. In any situation, I need to use it. So,
Steph,
what was this process kind of like for you? Working way back from injury. I mean, having to sit out last season and kind of working your way back to get in this year.
it was longer than I hoped. We were kind of on the fence of me playing last year, and it kind of came down to, do we want to use him for half a year or not? So we kind of just decided not to. But full go this year, and like I said, after about 21 months of just kind of sitting around and watching people play the game I love, it's really nice to be back and be a part of it and just experience all again. So,
Robbie,
In your first outing back, I mean, you come in a huge spot there, and you were one pitch away from winning the ball game. How did that make you feel that the coaches had that faith in you to go out there in that spot in your first real game back in a couple of years and try to win the ball game?
it's a big confidence booster just to know that I've been gone for so long, and that in a situation like that, they don't have a doubt, just throw me out there with 2 runners on and 1 out in the bottom of the ninth kind of thing. But I mean, one pitch, like you said, just I shook off to a pitch I felt comfortable with and missed my spot a little bit, and the kid just kind of put a swing on it and put it through a 4-hole. But just to know that they were comfortable enough to put me back out there 3 days later, just know that they're on my side regardless is a big confidence booster for me.
Benjamin,
It's been like working with Coach Parker and what he's been trying to get you to do, and how does his approach differ from what he's been taught here before?
Beforehand, we kind of had a little bit more freedom in what we wanted to do, and he's a little bit more hands-on. He's very detail-oriented. He's been studying these teams for months. I mean, even like early fall, you'd walk in his office, he'd have Air Force or whatever it was we were going to play pulled up, just getting a feel for them. So he's very prepared in everything, and he's very good at giving us that information so that when we step out on that mound, we know what to expect for each batter in each situation and what might come through the lineup. But it's been a really good experience. I've really enjoyed him being here.
Steve,
A couple of nip and tuck losses. What's the mood of the team right now after having a couple that you probably feel like you should have won?
I actually just came out of there, and they were saying that was the 4th game of the season. We're just getting started. So our pitching staff's doing really good, and our hitters really haven't done bad. We just haven't really strung some things together yet. But if the pitching side can keep being consistent, there's no doubt in my mind our hitters are going to light it up here pretty soon.
Steph,
Obviously, it's a smaller sample size, but walks have not been an issue for the staff this season. Why do you think command has been so strong for you guys early on?
We've made that a very big key factor for us in the fall and even in the summer, going back that far, of competing in the zone early and staying ahead and not trying to pick for pitches, but just going at hitters and using our strengths against their weaknesses and just going right at them and not worrying about the what ifs.
Steve,
One of the things that Coach Parker told me when he first got here is it wasn't just mechanics, it was the mental aspect of it. Where do you feel like on the mental side you guys have made the biggest gains?
If you look at our ERA for last year, it really wasn't good. And I think a lot of that was we kind of got beat down throughout the season and we just let it get to us. But we came into this season knowing that regardless of what happens, the next guy's going to pick us up. We're very confident in each other as a pitching staff, and I think that's really good for us. And regardless of what you do or who might come in next or what the next batter might come up and be, that we have all confidence in ourselves and the guy who's on the mound to go out there and do what they need to do to get it done.
Steph.